Welcome to another episode of the Slow Motion Podcast. Today's podcast is special where we have a couple of our members from our girls soccer team. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Dabriah.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Audrey.
And can you guys say the position you guys play and role?
I'm the team manager.
I'm one of the captains and I play center back.
I'm a senior and I play right mid.
In this episode, we'll be talking about their season run all the way through regionals, which congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
How long have you guys been playing for our school?
I've been playing since freshman year, so since Varsity. Me and Audrey have.
Yeah, we've both played since freshman year, starting on Varsity.
I played freshman year, but I just didn't like playing, so I stayed as manager instead.
Okay. And before you guys' soccer season started, how were you feeling about the team and you guys' upcoming games?
I felt very confident going into season since we had prepared very well last year and we had a strong team. So moving on to this year, we started strong throughout our practices.
I felt very confident, like Audrey said. I felt our connection was really close, for the team. And preseason, that was our chance to get together and get to know how each other's played. But then at the same time, we've been building up our whole defense, our offense, and our midfield. So I felt pretty confident that we were gonna do pretty good regarding our record and stuff. So I was just really confident about our team. And yeah, because our bond was really close too.
Last year, you guys went on a record 13 wins, 9 losses, and 4 ties. How did that season motivate you to go into this year?
I felt with that record, we had a lot to process and learn about how we played with each other, and also losing seniors as well, how to get new players at it, for new positions. So I think it just motivated us because we made it to semis the past year, so it motivated us to even go and reach finals.
That record from last season, it motivated us because losing in semis made it that much more pressure for us to we had the drive, we had the focus, we were all determined to make school history. We all as a team, we all wanted to make it to the championship. So I feel that's what helped us.
What do you think this team did really well last season? What did you guys do to keep it going this year?
I think they all had a really good bond, and they even after a loss, they would motivate each other to just keep going and to want it even more the next time. And I think that really it helped a lot this year, especially with the new freshmen. They helped a lot, and they were a key factor in their winnings, and also just how they tried to not put a lot of pressure on themselves and just told each other it's a game, just have fun, but also remember try to focus and do your best, and that's really all that matters.
How did the team perform during the preseason games, and what did you learn from them?
Throughout the preseason games, we were pretty good at it, winning a lot, and just our goal differentials was pretty good. I felt that our attacking offense was pretty good. Our mid was good, and our defense, as though we had some injuries that caused some girls to take breaks, but at the same time, I feel our preseason was pretty good, so it was a good start for what we had upcoming for us.
And did the preseason help build confidence before you guys started your league games? Why or why not?
Our preseason games helped us build confidence because we got to put in more players and switch different positions around. So we got to try out all our players in different positions to see what worked best for us, to move the ball around and to switch the ball on the field. So I feel overall it did help us and build our confidence more.
And when league games started, did the team feel confident or a little unsure going into the season?
I think it was just pre-game jitters. I think for some games, I felt that our league, because it had changed, we were kind of seeing different teams, but we've played some teams in the past as well. So we were kind of 50-50 chance, we'll win, and then maybe we won't. But I think each game we took it as okay, we'll take it one by one, and then keep winning. And then as you could tell from our record, we were undefeated. So and then we only had ties and wins So we no losses, so I feel like that was pretty good.
And what were your guys' biggest challenge this year?
I think our biggest challenge at first was finding the right spot for some people, because so many players like play the like same position as like other people. So like, oh, if a senior played like defense or midfield or like offense, they would have to like, oh, the underclassmen would have to like fight for a spot as well. But we kind of like rotate it. But at the same time, it's like, oh, about like, oh, which player wants it more, and then like how bad like are they gonna put in their effort and dedication like to the team.
All right. When you made it into CIF, what was your initial reaction?
I think it felt like unreal, but then like kind of like, oh, we were gonna repeat history again, so we didn't know like whether or not if we were gonna like make it all the way, but we just took it at one game at a time, and it felt like unreal, yeah, to make it a CIF.
How did preparing for CIF differ from preparing for a regular season game?
I felt like our drills were kind of like the same thing, like always in our practices, but I feel that the intensity went a little bit more up from the girls and from the coaches as well, just to put like emphasis about like all our effort and dedication, that it may be our last game to play, so that's why I feel like the intensity went up. Yeah.
We also practiced PKs at the end of each practice, so we would stand at the 50 mark, and then we would have to walk all the way to the PK spot and take our PK. So I feel like that helped prepare us too. So if we got into that situation where we would have to go into PKs, we were well prepared.
Side question for Dabriah: How did you feel seeing them like work up to how they come? Like, do you feel like proud of them or something?
I definitely feel proud of them, just because, especially like the underclass, when they had so much pressure on them, and especially the starters. But also seeing like my friends, seniors now, wanting obviously to win and trying to make up for last year, especially for the seniors we were close with. Seeing them win, like, I didn't cry because I was just, like, kind of in shock, but just seeing how they reacted, like, it made me so proud of them.
Confident going into your first CIF game, or did you guys feel like a little nervous?
Oh, our first game was at home, so I felt that a little bit pressure because everyone was going to come see. But at the same time, I think us as like the girls and as a team as a whole, I felt that we were ready for like our first win, and just like keeping each game like just taking it as our last. So we were all prepared for that. But, yeah.
How did the team handle the pressure of a win or go home game?
Honestly, it felt like they, not that they didn't care, but that they didn't have that much pressure on them. Like when we went to the away game in San Bernardino, it was like super, super cold, and we're not really used to that because it's always sunny over here. But it was like, what, 50 degrees? 40 degrees, and it was super cold, but the girls were literally dancing like on the field right before the game because there was like a delay. So I feel like they did feel pressure, but they also didn't let it get to them.
Okay, a little side question for Dabriah. How do you see your role more as a coach, leader, or mentor on the team?
I feel like more like a counselor, honestly. Like if I would see someone like when we're in the huddle or whatever, and if I see someone like from across me and like looking like, I don't know, like they wanted to cry or something, I would go up to them and say like, oh, are you okay? And then they tell me what they were feeling, and I'd just tell them like basically not to let anything get to them, just do what they think is best, but also keep what the coach is like saying in mind so that they can do the best they can, because also the coaches know what they need to do, especially like with the freshmen. I know Tanya had a lot of pressure on her, and they would just tell her, like, she was obviously really shy because she's a freshman, but she would just had to be reminded to be a little more aggressive. And I think she didn't like how much pressure they were putting on her, but if you put it in a different way, then she would understand. I feel like, I don't know, my position, obviously I didn't do much, I'm just manager, but I feel like I just tried being there for them whenever they needed.
At what point did you start believing that the team could really win CIF?
I think like when we started our preseason and then going into our season, like for league, I felt like that's when it clicked in that we could win CIF. because obviously like, oh, we wanted to like do better than what we did from last year, like from like not making it to finals last year. But so I feel like throughout the season, once we started winning, I feel like that's when we started like clicking it in, like, okay, like we can do this, we can make it, like taking it one game at a time.
So as we know, CIF is a big deal, and most teams like fight their hardest. You know, they don't believe they can make it, or they believe they can make it. How did you guys feel when you realized you guys had won?
I think for us, like, or for me personally, it felt like a dream come true, just because after like everything, what all the work we put in, and after all the years of like our last year being in high school, well, all of our like senior last years, like a dream came true, like for us, because like we actually had won CIF.
I feel like it was like an unbelievable moment, especially since like me and Danny, when we started freshman year, like we wouldn't really win a lot of games. So like now, like as a senior, like it was just like it was just a full circle moment that like we finally like won it all.
And for Dabriah, how did you feel seeing them win?
I thought it was really. I did cry. No, I didn't. I didn't cry, but I was just super happy for them, seeing them cry. Especially like the seniors, Danny and Audrey and Jazz. They looked like. Oh, and wait, let me do it again. Okay.
Do it again. We missed them.
She's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill us. Okay, so for me, it was like a big deal knowing that last year they were so close, but obviously they didn't make it. It was just like, it was kind of like unreal in a way, especially seeing everyone in the stands and our seniors from last year. Seeing the seniors this year, Emily, Jazz, Danny, and Audrey, the way they were crying and they were just so happy, I felt like, I don't know, I was in shock. I couldn't really believe it, but I was just super proud of them.
After such a strong season and making it to CIF, let's talk about how the team handled the regional games and what it was like facing Coachella Valley, and how did the team, and for a question, how did the team feel going to the regional?
I think for our first regional game, like versus Birmingham, that was our first one. We really took it as like, oh, just for fun, you know, like all this like state regional was just for fun. Like there's no pressure on us at the same time. But I think it didn't really like click in until it was our last game, like versus Coachella Valley, where that really like took us into reality that it was like our last game that we were gonna play.
Did you guys expect Coachella Valley to be so tough?
Honestly, no, we didn't, because like traveling so far, like we felt really tired, but we didn't really expect that.
So I heard that you guys were doing good in the first half, and then second half you guys just fell off. Why do you feel that happened?
I think it was like I don't know, like the weather too. I feel like that had something to do. It was super windy when we got there.
Yeah, I think the drive too, like almost 3 hours on the bus, no restroom stop, and like not even a charter bus was given to us. So I feel like that was a problem as well.
And then we ended up getting there late, so like we didn't have that much time to warm up, and they only gave us one restroom that only had one stall. So yeah.
The hardest part of the loss.
I feel like the hardest part of the loss was just like realizing that it was the last game for all the seniors, like all of us playing together. So even like the underclassmen like we played with, like it was our last game with them. So I feel like it was very sad.
Yeah, I felt like it was a very emotional moment for us, because some girls like took it very personal than others, but at the same time, like we were all like a team, and we all like came in and hugged at the very end, and just realized like, yeah, it was gonna be our last game together.
Looking back, is there anything you wish you guys would have done differently?
Honestly, just asking for a better bus, I guess, and just leaving more early to get like, I don't know, like better warm up time. Like that was a big thing.
All right, we're gonna wrap this episode up. A huge thank you to the team for coming onto the podcast, sharing their journey with us. Again, congratulations on winning league and taking it to CAF. Even making it to regionals was a huge accomplishment. The school was so proud of for you guys achieving, and of course, thank you to the listeners and for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed hearing from the team and celebrating their amazing season with us. Stay tuned. This is the Slow Motion Podcast.